pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Person?
Here.
Ms. Palmer?
Here.
Mr. Corman?
Here.
Mr. Taylor?
Here.
Mr. Pavoni?
Here.
Ms. Breyer? Mr. Prince?
Here.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor, one absent.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Person.
move the absent council member be excused.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Prince, that council excuse Councilmember Breyer. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. So first item on the agenda is a very special presentation. And I don't know who's going to lead this off. Jim? Jim McZegian.
Thank you, Mayor Law. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Medzigian, representing the Return to Renton Benefit Car Show Steering Committee. We thank the City Council and other Renton City officials for allowing us to be part of this evening's meeting. Thank you. I'd like to recognize those members of our steering committee who are present this evening. They're seated kind of in the back, as usual.
they need
You
to-
kind of wave.
Well, I need to stand up for a minute and the camera will swing back and
Stand up,
get them on the... Come on, stand up.
Well, that's a cross-section of our steering committee. I'd like to mention also, again, this year, the Piazza Group helped us. They provided equipment, they provided volunteers, and the Piazza Group provided money. So it was great. Between the car show volunteers and the Piazza Group, we got everything done. This year's car show was held on Sunday, July 6th in downtown Renton. It was our 24th anniversary, meaning next year's the 25th. We had 425 classic vehicles on display, and we estimate just a shade under 5,000 people viewed the vehicles. We believe the classic car owners, the vendors, the spectators, everyone really enjoyed the show. We received lots of good comments this year. I know our steering committee certainly feels the show was once again a great success, and we feel it was probably the best show yet. And our logo, it was just over the top. The logo really got good comments. The artist did a great job. We had over 60 local sponsors, businesses, primarily a couple individuals, who helped make the show a financial success by being cash sponsors. For the third year in a row, we were able to donate $17,500 to the Renton Police Department Youth Education Fund. That's what we're here for tonight. As in the past, we had great support from Renton City officials, people in the Parks Department, up and down the line, and it really helped us make the show successful. And every year, we seem to find ways to make the process just a little better. And we did have some retirements this year, but there were good people behind those people within the city, and everything went smooth. We thank you for that. We hope downtown, next year's show is going to be on Sunday, July 12th, 2015. That sounds like a long time away, but we'll be meeting every month to make sure the car show's a success. Normally, we would have it the Sunday before that, but it's so close to the 4th of July. It'd be the 5th of July, and I think about city resources, everything going on at Coulon, et cetera. So we figured July 12th is best for all concerned.
Good idea.
The show will be downtown Renton again, and again, we'll be meeting monthly to make sure the show's a success. We hope downtown businesses will continue to grow their involvement. They're not totally involved yet, but it's growing. And we'll be using the Piazza as our site headquarters for registration check-in for presentation of awards. The Piazza, year after year, proves to be a wonderful place to hold special events. And the farmers market tomorrow, it's, just people say it's the best. It really is. At this time, I'd like to ask Chief Police Kevin Milosevic to please come forward. Hello, Chief.
How you doing?
I want to present you with this plaque from the car show. And that's our logo that we just think is over the top this year. And most important, a check for $17,500 for the Renton Police Department Youth Fund.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for all your support.
I know we contribute a small amount of folks to this event, and it's an outstanding event every year. And I think you've not only cornered the organization, but I think you've cornered the weather the last 10 years. It's always a beautiful day out there.
It is.
And I appreciate you moving this to the 12th instead of the 5th. I think a lot of folks will appreciate that. And this is just an outstanding event in downtown Renton. It brings just, thousands of people into Renton. It's just really a nice event. So I really appreciate all your years of doing this.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Chief. Jim, thank you very much. Thanks to all your volunteers. It's amazing how many kids that you've provided scholarships to for summer programs through the police department each year, and we really, really appreciate your efforts, so thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Covington, administrative report.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, Council, a couple of items. As most of you know, Bonnie Walton, the city clerk, recently submitted her retirement and resignation in order to focus more on fulfilling family obligations and needs. Bonnie has worked for the city for approximately 19 years and as city clerk for 12 of those years. Her last day at work was July 31st, and she'll take earned vacation until October 1st of this year when her retirement takes effect. We want to thank Bonnie for her dedication in faithfully fulfilling the duties and responsibilities of the city clerk over the years, and would encourage council and employees to join me in wishing her all the best and a happy and healthy retirement. Mr. Mayor. We have two neighborhood picnics this week. Wednesday night, the Cascade Benson Hill Combined Neighborhood Area will host their annual community picnic. That'll be at Cascade Elementary School, which is located at 16022 116th Avenue Southeast. They'll be hosting a food drive for the Salvation Army Rotary Food Bank as a service to the community. And then the following night, on Thursday, the South Union Neighborhood Association will have their picnic at Heritage Park, which is located at 233 Union Avenue. Their community service project had two parts and was concluded prior to their picnic day. First part consisted of litter pickup on Union Avenue Northeast and around the perimeter of two stormwater retention ponds, and the second part included maintaining the flower beds at Heritage Park. So they'll be celebrating their successful service project at the picnic. Residents are encouraged to bring their favorite potluck dish and attend the picnic to get to know their immediate and surrounding neighbors and meet city representatives. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Covington. Next item is audience comment. We have one person signed up to address the council, Howard McComber.
Jay, I may need some help. But I should have got you before. It's gonna be a push of one button probably. Hey, can you make that look clear?
How's that?
Hey, great. I can see it. Howard McComber, live in the Renton Highlands. You can see from what I have here, this has to do with REACH. Let me just pull it down one iota there, which is the Renton Ecumenical Council of Churches. We have a gala event coming on October the 2nd. I'd like you to keep that day open. We're going to have a auction to help provide funds for the things we do at REACH. REACH is a wonderful Renton sort of organization with a lot of volunteers doing a lot of things that they can do that are good. You'll see several items here. You see the Center of Hope. We appreciate the city and your tremendous support for the Center of Hope. We have Warm Up. We have Warm Up. We talked about that before. I was down at Warm Up. I'm actually there every Monday and Wednesday. And this is a picture of a couple of our guys who are cooking the food. One of them's a volunteer, and one of them's one of the guys who's there all the time. But he's a great support, and he does his best and pitches in. This is a picture of some of the other guys, and I'm no great cameraman, so it's just there. Just trust me, there's people in that picture, and they're helpers, and they're doing their best. And this is some of the guys lining up for the breakfast. This is one of the people that we know and love down there. And this is a guy named Doug. And that's a really bad picture. He looks much better than that. This is sort of a bad go. Anyway, he fixes the coffee every single morning up there, which is kind of neat. I understand it's good. I've actually never had any, but the people who do tell me that it's good. So what we're asking for is people to do two things. If you feel like you'd like to volunteer some time, time is very important. Volunteers are important. We serve a dinner every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at the Salvation Army at 5:30. And then we have right now breakfast only 2 days a week. We tried our third day this last week, but we have it on Monday and Wednesday. We're going to try for 7. You can come in for coffee any of the 5 days and donuts, but for a real breakfast, it just takes a certain amount of resources to make it stable. Once you set something up, you can't take it away. We've got to have it so they can count on it, that they're going to be there. What happens really is that a lot of the shelters let everybody go at 7 o'clock in the morning, but they don't feed them. They just have a place to sleep. So they're hungry on the street. And so this is an opportunity for them to have breakfast, and we do our best. And I think it's fun. And then after we serve them, then we take a plate of food and sit down with our guests, because we want them to feel that. And so we chat and talk and discuss the various things we all have in common. And we all have far more in common than we have different. And I appreciate what these fellows go through and the work that they do, and their desires are good. These are wonderful people. They have some very difficult times. One fellow was talking to me today. He was a welder about 3 years ago, doing fine. Today he is one of our guests. And that can happen to anybody. Anybody is totally vulnerable. At one moment's time, you could be from wherever you are to one of our guests. That can be done. There's no way that we can protect against that. But the big thing is we can all help. We can all help each other, which is what we do here. We go out of our way to make life a little kinder and a little easier to live with. And we don't judge people, we just help them. So I'd like you to keep the October 2nd evening free. If you Google Renton Ecumenical Council once you get Renton Ecu, and you'll be in it. Then you can see whatever you need to do to sign up for tickets. If not, you can certainly contact me. And you can contact any of the people at Reach, and we will provide you with tickets to come. And it should be a fun event. It'll be really wonderful. I think that this is one of our great success stories going on in Renton, and I think that it's very, very valuable. The most important thing we all have to do is take care of each other. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is the consent agenda. We have 4 items for council consideration. Are there any items the council member would like pulled for discussion?
Seeing none, Mr. Mayor, I move the consent agenda be adopted as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, second by Mr. Prince, that council approve the consent agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Unfinished business, Mr. Person.
No unfinished business.
Ms. Palmer?
Yes, I have a Finance Committee report.
Finance Committee report. Approval of claims and payroll vouchers. The Finance Committee approves for payment on August 11th, 2014, claim vouchers 330611 through 331385, 9 wire transfers, and 2 payroll runs with benefit withholding payments totaling $13,136,529.14, and payroll vouchers including 1,622 direct deposits and 222 payroll checks totaling $3,352,278.72. This is signed by the Vice Chair and members.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Ms. Palmer.
I move that council concur with the committee report.
Second.
It's been moved by Ms. Palmer, seconded by Mr. Prince, that council concur with the Finance Committee report. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Okay, I have one more Finance Committee report. 2013-2015 union contract, Local 864 firefighters. The Finance Committee recommends concurrence in the staff recommendation to adopt the 2013 to 2015 union contract for Local 864 firefighters. Changes to salary and benefits are as follows. For 2015, the city's contribution to deferred compensation will increase by 2%. Firefighters will receive retroactive salary increases of 1% in 2013 and 2% in 2014. In 2015, they will receive a 2.25% salary increase. The medical insurance package remains unchanged through 2015, according to the agreement already in place. The committee also recommends that the mayor and city clerk be authorized to execute the contract. This is signed by the vice chair and members.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Ms. Palmer.
I move that council concur with the committee report.
Second.
It's been moved by Ms. Palmer, second by Mr. Prince, that council concur with the Finance Committee report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
And that's it.
Thank you. Mr. Corman?
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Taylor?
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Pavoni?
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
And Mr. Prince?
No unfinished business, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to resolutions, we have one resolution this evening.
Okay, a resolution of the City of Renton, Washington, supporting Congressman Adam Smith's efforts to free Renton resident Nestor Salgado from imprisonment in Mexico.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Taylor?
I move that this resolution, I enthusiastically move that this resolution be adopted as read.
Second?
Been moved by Mr. Taylor, second by Mr. Pavoni, that council adopt this resolution as read. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, moving on to new business. Mr. Person?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, a couple things. First of all, the Committee of the Whole will meet next week, August 18th. It's just hard to believe that it's middle of August already. In the council chambers, we have 4 topics: airport master plan update, cable franchise agreement, Sunset Neighborhood Park master plan update, regional issues and updates, and we'll be meeting at 5 o'clock. And along with the picnics that were announced today, I just want to give a heads up to the people who live in Renton Hill. The original picnic date had been canceled, but it has been rescheduled to September 10th, and there'll be an email out to those that are on the email list, and they'll be signing around Renton Hill to let them know about the picnic. So that, and then, Mr. Mayor, the council received the email today from Ray and Lori Giametti talking about issues in the North Renton, and I move that we refer that to the administration.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Corman, that email correspondence today in regards to activity in North Renton be referred to the administration. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Mr. Mayor, just to let the council know, we'll certainly follow up and do more research. We've done some preliminary reviews, and so far we can find no record of any 911 calls or actually any record of the alleged activity of a house on that street or anything. We'll continue to look and review back past 2 years, but last week we received no calls. So I know there's an allegation in there that the city doesn't respond to 911. We absolutely do and would have had there been a call.
Okay. We will also have the police talk directly to them, but try to get specific.
Thank you. Did the administration get a copy of this email? If not, I have mine.
I don't know, did the city clerk get one?
I have a copy.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
that's it, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thanks. Ms. Palmer?
Yes, the Transportation Committee, normally scheduled for this Thursday, August 14th, is canceled.
Okay, Mr. Corman?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I have a Public Safety Committee meeting to announce for August 18th at 4:30 p.m., 4:30 to 5 o'clock p.m., and that meeting will be in the council conference room. We have one item on the agenda, and that's a Regional Coordination Framework briefing. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Taylor?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Community Services Committee meeting that normally would be scheduled on the 18th at 4 p.m. will be canceled. That is all.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Pavoni?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Utility Committee meeting scheduled for Monday, the 18th, is canceled.
Okay, and Mr. Prince?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, the Planning and Development Committee has a committee meeting on August 14th at 3 p.m. We have 3 items on the agenda. Medical marijuana zoning briefing, 2015 comprehensive plan update, it's also a briefing, and then docket 10 briefing. That meeting will be in the council conference room. That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Prince. All right, moving on to audience comment. Was there anybody that missed the first opportunity? What's the wish of the council?
We adjourn.
Second?
You know you're wishing to go outside where it's 93 degrees out.
And muggy.
It's been moved by Mr. Person, seconded by Mr. Prince, so we adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.